Chris, what's up, man? Let's go, Dimitri. You ready to get going, my guy? Alright, let's get started. We are about to rip some UPCs. I'm going to rip them all and lay them all out real quick. So the next few minutes is just going to be me opening the boxes and getting the packs and promos out. Promos are all fire. So they all go to the fire spot, which is Dimitri. I had kind of gone back and forth on how I should do the promos since they were all fire, but just decided this was probably the best way to do it. I was thinking about like making it to where fire got one promo set and then two other random spots got a promo set just to kind of spread it out, but this way, that way would have been like, you know, at least 3 people would have gotten the promos, and the promos cover your break, because the promos are like $110-ish. So if I would have done it that way, it would have basically covered 3 people's breaks, but this way you get one home run spot where that spot's more than covered, which would be the fire spot. Dimitri, as usual, let me know if you want me to open the promos and individually sleeve them or leave them the way they are. The promos come together in a 2-pack, so you can't see the back of the Charizard. That's just a code card there. Or, which Ty might want to use. If anyone wants the code cards, just let me know. Usually the only person I know that wants them is Ty. So yes, if you want me to open these, let me know. So that's the Mega Charizard. And then that's the Oricorio, but you can't see it. It's on the back. So they're both there. But let me know what you want to do with them. I can open them. Alright, I wanted to open everything so we can organize it by set. So there's Mega, Journey, Surging, Phantasmal, Destined, and okay. Mega, Journey, Surging, Phantasmal, Destined. So that way when we're going through it, we're looking for like the same hits. There's like 4 or 5 different sets. Please open them. Okay. You want me to open them right now? Or we'll do it after? Alright, so we got Destined Rivals, Journey Together, Mega Evolution, Surging Sarks, and Phantasmal. Alright, I will open them right now. I'll open them now for you, just to make sure they're direct to top loader. I used to like keeping them sealed, which I still do. I like to have a sealed copy and an open copy for myself in my own collection. But if you got to open them for grading anyway, so which I don't know what you're doing. I don't know that you're grading them or not, but. As usual, these are nice cards. Centering is always the issue with promos. But these are beautiful cards. Beautiful. I have a bunch more. Like, I loaded up on these UPCs. If you're new to Pokemon, like, a few years ago, the last UPC they had was a Charizard. I don't know if it was the last one, actually, but they had a Charizard UPC. And those things sat on shelves for months and no one wanted them. And then all of a sudden they went bananas and you couldn't find them. So, like I said, these are beautiful. 3 Oricarios and 3 Charizards. And I think last I checked, the Oricarios were 40 and the Charizards were 70 to 80. So, alright, we're going to start with Surging Sparks. Here's our rundown. Matt Roach, Water, and Normal. Robert Hero, Electric. So Electric is chasing the Pikachu in the Surging Sparks. Brian Cosilla, supporter. You got supporters and everything. Jim Hughes, dark. Dimitri, psychic and fire, so chasing that Charizard and Phantasmal. Chris Grass and Cal fighting. I don't know the chase in every release. I know Journey Together has a nice normal Clefairy. Destin Rivals, I think, has a nice U2. Hard to keep up with the big chase in every product. But Surging Sparks. I know Surging Sparks is Pikachu. Is the biggest one. Execute and Clobopus, Landorus. Got an Amulet of Hope, Vulpix, and Rapska. Terrapagos, Goldengo, and Togekiss. We did really well with these packs last time, so let's see if we can't do it tonight. Oricorio, Counter Gain, and Gouging Fire. Brilliant Blender, Oricorio, and Eternatus. Pop it up on TCG. Oh, I don't use the TCG. I use the collector app. Scatterbug, Larvesta, and Palkia. Mesfit. Alright, we're going to have at least one hit here in the Surging Sparks. Only one, it looks like. Zebstrika, Sereno, and Togekiss, but it's the least amount of packs. And Silazar EX. Silazar EX normal. That is Matt Roach. Not the one hit we would have wanted. Alright, let's go to Journey. I don't know all the chases in Journey. I believe the big chase is Erica's Clefairy. Special illustration rare. Yeah, I know it does. I'm familiar with TCG Player, but they changed the app a few months back. And I like the collector app does the same thing. I like the collector app better. The collector app, I can store my collection in there, and it'll track it as it goes up and down. So I've been slowly adding my collection in there, trying to track it. But it also, you can search up cards, and it'll give you, it'll give you like a whole graph on where it's been, over the last 12 months, 3 months, however long you want, and trends, and it's great. You can get up there every day, and it'll tell you, hey, your collection has increased or decreased this much in the last day, 7 days, 30 days. All right, Journey Together. Gotta be better than Surging. Lechonk, Hops Cramorant. Oh man, keep mixing these up. Hold on. All right. We got a Mamoswine EX. That is fighting. Going to Cal. Gotta do better than a basic EX though. We need some illustration rares. Octillery Bomb. I did it again. Alright, I need to put these back. I'm so used to that stack being there, and I reversed it this time. I don't know why, and it's throwing me off. Furret, Impidimp, and Noivern. Black Belt Training, Iris' Fighting Spirit, and boom, there's one. That's not the big one, but I think I said Erica, but Lily's Clefairy. That is the, that's not the special illustration there, but that is the full art version, Psychic. What does the other one look like? I don't remember. Oh yeah, that's right. They're like in the grass. Okay. That's going to Dimitri. Bagon, Impidimp, and Magmortar. Cloth, Iris' Fighting Spirit, and Kilowattrel. Tropius, Silicobra, and Magearna. Excelgor, Noibat, and a Ruffian. That's a supporter going to Brian Cosilla. Ruffian, full art supporter. Beldum, Coughing, and an Inns Zorark EX. That is dark. Going to Jim Hughes. Torchic, Shelmet, Butterfree. Does Butterfree have an illustration rare in any set? Never thought about that until right now. Petalil, Inns Castle, and Whale Lord. Purloin, Remoraid, and Rabombi. Torkoal, Corvisquire, and Snorlax. We have not gotten an illustration rare at all yet. Paris, Zora, and Ludicolo. Billy O'Neill. Oh, there's one. Lycanroc. Lycanroc, our first illustration rare. That is Fighting. Going to Cal. That's an okay looking one. It's not my favorite. Definitely not my favorite looking illustration rare. Destined Rivals next. It's a cool card. Lycanroc is a pretty popular character, I think, but I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of that specific picture. Alright, Destined Rivals. A very popular set. It's come down a little bit. I'm trying to remember. I didn't open a lot of this. I believe there's a big Mewtwo in here. I think that's the big chase, if I remember correctly. I feel like this was a really good idea for a set. A throwback to the Team Rocket set back in the day, but I just feel like they dropped the ball on it a little bit. I feel like they could have made it a lot better than they did. And I'm a big fan of the cards that are like the gym cards, where it's like a specific trainers, Pokemon specifically. Like we got the Lily's Clefairy up there, but they just didn't. Some of the cards are like that, and then some of the cards are not. So you got right there, we got Team Rocket's Flaffy. Then you got a Cynthia's Roselia. That's really cool. Team Rocket's Porygon. I wish they would have done that with the whole set, but they didn't. So we got Toadschool, Impidimp. See, that's just a Bwizel. No one owns that Bwizel. That's just, I don't like that. Wish they would have done it the other way. Hippodown, MC's Hype, and we got a Dondozo EX Water. Going to Matt Roach. All right, we got to pick it up here now. We're really not hitting that great so far. So let's turn it around right now. Torchic, Hypno, and Blaziken. Dwebble. There we go. Arvin's Greedent. Arvin's Greedent. That is normal. Going to Matt Roach. That's an illustration rare. I'll take that. It's a cool looking one. Spidops. Spidops has a cool one in here too. Morpeko, Beldum, and Zamazenta. Sneasel, Meowth, and Macargo. Pichu. Oh, we got some gold. Zapdos. Oh! Team Rocket's Crobat. Dark. Going to Jim Hughes. That's nice. Very nice. Crobat is a very popular character. Very nice card there. Golds are harder to hit cards. Dolliv, Rattata, and a Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX, dark again. Coughing, Skarmory, and Annihilate. Gabite, Dottler, and a very cool Team Rocket's Persian, normal. Good card. Hydrapple, Rotom, and Roserade. Zubat, Energy Recycler, and Zamazenta. Come on now, we need another illustration rare. Or a special illustration rare, even better. Sudowoodo, Phoebus, and Annihilate. Breloom, Buizel, and Greedent. Medicham, Chingling, and another Persian for normal. Guys are quiet during this break. Houndour, Gourbice, and Blaziken. Put it in the wrong pile again. Rellor, MC's Hype, and Judge. Another full art trainer going to Brian. Alright, and we are down to Mega Evolution and Phantasmal Flames. Mega Evolution has been very good to us. We hit huge cards in Mega Evolution. 2 breaks in a row. Can we do it again? We hit the Lucario Special Illustration Rare and then the Gold Lucario. We saved our hits for these last 2 sets. I know more about these 2 sets. The most recent 2, we've had great luck in Mega Evolution. Phantasmal Flames has multiple huge Charizards. That's what we want to see. Any relation to Aaron? Who's that? Who has a relation to Aaron? Yep, we're saving the Phantasmal for the end. I'm a Charizard guy ever since I was a kid. He was the single strongest Pokemon card to have, and I never had it as a kid, so always huge Charizard fan for me. Here we go, we're saving that right after this one. Chiyu, Abra, and Kyogre stacks are getting full up. Corphish, Gumshoos, and Raikou. Risky, alright, we got one here. Risky Ruins. Littlo, Fire. That's going to Dimitri. Oh, yeah. Yes, he's related to Aaron. Aaron's great grandpa. Full art Littlo. Lunatone. Acerola's Mischief, Tinkatink, and Mega Lucario EX Fighting. Going to Cow. Oh, man. Nickit, Greavard, and Steelix. Another one coming up here. We got Crawdont and Gargankle fighting again. Cow. Fighting's come to life here. Gargankle. That's a cool looking one. Meganium. Alright, stepping it up a little bit. 2 illustration rares in this set so far. Nuzleaf, Tangela. Here we go. A Mega Abomasnow EX Full Art. Water, that's going to Matt Roach. We got the full art this time. Iron Defender, Volcanion, and another full art, Mega Mawile EX on the steel. That's going to Dimitri. Actually, that one's not full art. That's just a regular one. Got a little too excited on that. Stonejourner, Sandshrew, and Yveltal. Snover, Shuckle, and Mega Venusaur EX. That is Grass going to Chris. There's an illustration rare of Mega Venusaur, Chris. That would be very ideal for you. Oh, probably the best grass card in here. Stonejourner, Stuffle, and Xerneas. Surfing Beach, Kyogre, and Xerneas. Shroodle. Ooh, I love it. Gen 1. Spearow. I have a project I want to do with Gen 1 where I want to get the all 151 Gen 1 Pokemon in their illustration rare. I don't know if they all have them, right? They don't all have them, but Spearow, that's normal. Matt Roach. I want to like make a set of it 1 through 151 with all illustration rares. Alright, coming up to the end here of this pack. Spoink, Energy Switch, and Mega Latias for Dragon. I've seen, I don't know if you guys are interested in this. Someone suggested it a while back, and I recently saw a break of it. So it's saying it's still random, and everybody gets a type, but instead of you getting all the cards to your type, so every pack has one energy card to it. So the way that someone suggested it to me is, whatever energy is in that pack, you get all the cards to that pack. So let's say electric, that would go to that whole pack. Whatever's in it would go to Robert Harrow. So this one, this whole pack is dark. That whole pack would go to Jim Hughes. Someone suggested that a while back. I don't know if that's something that would interest you guys of switching it up, but that way it gives everybody a chance at, everybody gets a chance at every card, because whatever energy owns that pack, we have to do it pack by pack instead of the way I usually do it. But I don't know, is that something that would interest you guys? Every pack has one energy, so whichever energy is in the pack, whoever has that energy gets all the cards in that pack. So if we pull a Charizard and it's fire, it doesn't matter. It goes to whoever has that energy for the pack. You like that? Does anybody else like that idea? Now, by doing that, we eliminate. I think there's only 8 energies, so we have to eliminate supporters and trainers, and normal. Normal does not have a pullable energy. Yeah, that would be interesting. You don't like that, Dimitri? Alright, guys, this is it. This is the last stuff right here. Phantasmal Flames. We got Murkrow, Suicune, and there's a Rotom EX. That is electric. Going to Robert Harrow. That would be stressful, Will. I don't know if that would be fun doing it with sports. Moltres, Brambleghast, and Genesect. That would definitely cause some issues. I could see some complaining going on there if we did that with sports. Absol, Wondrous Patch, and Toxtricity. Trapinch, Zigzagoon, and Zaxian. Tauros, Bronzong, and Vileplume. Come on now. Give me something. Boltund, Piplup, and Pommet. I love the Piplup illustration rare. Ceruledge, Milcery, and Vileplume. Vileplume, Appabomb, and Toxtricity. Darumaka, Battle Cage, and Reshiram. Reshiram, Mimikyu, and there is a basic one. Now, that's not the special big one we want, but it's still a Charizard. Mega Charizard EX going to Dimitri. We'll take it. It's not the big one, but we'll take it. Or not one of the big ones. There's multiple big ones. Vileplume. Here's our first. Togedemaru. That is Steel. That is Dimitri. Togedemaru. Yeah, I don't think I could do it in sports. Pokemon, maybe we could try it, but definitely not sports. Alright, last stack. Phantasmal has disappointed thus far. Palmo, Bunnery, and Vileplume. Lombre, Seal, and Oricorio EX. Pommet, Fire Breather, and Zaxian. Coming to the end, guys. Tauros, Suicune, and there is a Mega Lopunny EX. last pack. Absol, Togedemaru, and Toxtricity. Well, unfortunately, it was not too exciting on the hits. Now, again, the big seller was the promo. I know the fire gets them all, but that's a big chunk of this break. Supporters, we got Ruffian and Judge. One full art EX was Mega Abomasnow. All the other EXs were Mega Lopunny, Oricorio, Mega Charizard, Rotom, Mega Latias, Mega Venusaur, Mega Mawile, Mega Lucario, Team Rocket's Persian ×2, Marnie's Grimmsnarl, Dondozo, In's Zorark, Mamoswine, and Silazar. I appreciate you, Chris and Dimitri. This is the final break until after Thanksgiving. So we did get 3 Oricarios and 3 Mega Charizards. I'll show those. And I'm going to pick these based on my favorite. I don't like the Lycanroc card. I'm just not a fan of the artwork there. So I'm going to get rid of the Lycanroc first. Then the Togedemaru. Then I'm going to get rid of the Lily's Clefairy. And get rid of the Little-O. The Gargankle. Arvin's Greedent. Spearow. And Team Rocket's Crobat EX. Gold. Alright guys, that is it. If anybody wants pictures or their cards really quick, let me know. If not, these will ship after Thanksgiving. I got a little bit to do to rest of tonight, and then I'm done for the week. So I appreciate you guys so very much. I hope everybody has a fantastic holiday break. If anyone's traveling, safe travels. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you guys next weekend. Take care, guys.